Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm the guy with the tie. And guys, have you ever noticed how the best ideas often come from people willing to take big risks? Think about it. What if we never had startups like Airbnb, Uber, or Spotify? What if nobody ever dared to challenge the traditional way of doing things? Today, we're diving into the story of one such disruptor in the world of car rentals. Turo, often called the Airbnb of cars. But this isn't just a story about cars. It's about what startups can teach us about risk, failure, and success. Let's get started. What's Turo? Lessons from startups about taking risks and embracing mistakes. Hey, let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of Turo? It's like the Airbnb for cars. Yeah, you heard that right. Instead of renting from big companies, you rent directly from other people. Pretty cool, huh? Car owners, or as Turo calls them, hosts, list their cars on the platform, and people can rent them just like booking a place on Airbnb. Sounds simple enough, but as with any big idea, there's more to the story and some lessons we can learn from it. So here's what went down. Recently, Turo hit the headlines because of two unrelated incidents. One happened in New Orleans and the other in Las Vegas. In New Orleans, a truck rented through Turo was involved in a tragic event. Meanwhile, in Vegas, a Tesla Cybertruck, also rented on Turo, exploded near the Trump International Hotel. Crazy, right? Authorities say it's just a coincidence, but these events sparked discussions about the safety of platforms like this. And it got me thinking, how does a company like Turo deal with challenges like this? And more importantly, what can we learn from it? The startup mentality. Fail fast, learn faster. Let's talk about startups for a second. You know what makes them stand out? They don't wait for perfection. They launch their ideas, see what works, and adapt. That's the magic formula. Fail fast, learn faster. Take Turo for example. It launched in 2009, riding the wave of peer-to-peer platforms like Airbnb and Uber. The idea was simple: disrupt traditional industries, in this case, car rentals. And they did it. But here's the thing. No matter how much you prepare, mistakes happen. And that's not a bad thing. Startups know that mistakes are part of the game. They don't stop when something goes wrong. They fix it, tweak it, and keep going. And that's a mindset we can and should adopt in our own lives. What's holding you back? What's holding you back? Alright, real talk, how many times have you stopped yourself from starting something because you were afraid of messing up? Maybe it's learning a new skill, launching a project, or chasing a dream. You keep thinking, what if it doesn't work out? But here's the kicker. If you don't try, you'll never know. Look at Turo. They knew there were risks when they launched. They knew things might go wrong, but they acted anyway. And when challenge came up, they didn't back down. They adapted. What if we did the same? What if we saw mistakes not as failures, but as steps towards success? From mistakes to mastery. Think about it. Some of the biggest success stories out there, whether it's a company like Turo or a person like Elon Musk, are built on a mountain of mistakes. They didn't nail it on the first try. They learned it, they adjusted, and they kept going. So, let me ask you, what's one thing you've always wanted to do but haven't started yet? Is it learning a new language? Launching a YouTube channel? Starting a side hustle? And here's the real question. What's the worst that could happen if you try and fail? Chances are you'd learn something valuable. Every mistake teaches you something. Every lesson gets you closer to your goal. Just like Turo, you can pivot, adapt, and keep moving forward. The bigger picture. Back to Turo for a second. Despite the recent challenges, the platform is thriving. With over 150,000 active hosts and millions of users worldwide, they've proven that taking risks pays off. But let's not ignore the other side of the story: safety. Platforms like Turo constantly work to minimize risks for their users, and while no system is perfect, their commitment to innovation shows us that progress comes from action, not hesitation. So let me ask you again, what are you waiting for? If you're holding out for the perfect time, here's a reality check. It doesn't exist. The only way to move forward is to take that first step, even if it's a small one. Take action today. Alright, here's a little challenge for you. Thinking of one thing you've been putting off and take action on it today. It doesn't have to be rude. Maybe it's writing down a plan, sending an email, or just saying out loud, I'm gonna do this. Remember, every successful startup and every successful person started somewhere. They weren't experts on day one. They learned by doing, by failing, and by trying again. So let's take a page from Turo books and startup mindset. Don't let fear stop you. Mistakes aren't the end. They're just part of the journey. final thoughts. Whether it's a company tackling global challenges or someone like you chasing a dream, the lesson is clear. Action leads to growth. Startups teach us that waiting for perfection isn't the answer. The answer is in taking risks, learning from mistakes, and adapting along the way. So, what's holding you back? Let's embrace the startup mentality and start building the future we want, one step at a time. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a comment and let me know what you like the most. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. I post regularly and you don't want to miss it. See you next time, and remember, keep moving forward.